liberal politics after leaving religion. This was sent to me by my anonymous source.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
So this study was seeking to see if there's a psychological phenomenon known as religious residue, which is basically like even after you leave religion, some of the ideas and beliefs still stick around with you. Mm-hmm. And they wanted to see if that translated to political beliefs. And they found that it did not. People would leave religion and then they would turn liberal. And that kind of tracks with my experience. I'm not sure that they got the causation, the correct direction.
I don't think it's a causative thing. I think it is entirely based on if the religion was in fact a person's foundation for those things, then that would be more likely to change once they go through the process of trying to find another foundation. But like, I've found that a lot of people who are really, really politically conservative but deconvert, they don't always question their politics as well.
Yeah. So here's the thing. What they said in the study was that the loss of religion came first and then the political shift happened. Mm-hmm. And so their conclusion from that is that it's not that their political shift happens and that causes them to be like, okay, well, I guess I can't be with this religion anymore. But I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate, because thinking back to when I was religious, even when I held to conservative values, I was at core far more liberal than was probably I was more liberal than I liked to present. So like, for example, I've talked about this on my channel before. When I was working at a winery, there was a pastry chef in the kitchen who was very, very gay, the gayest of the gays. Mm-hmm. And him and I got along. We even flirted occasionally. This is when I was religious, because I kind of had this attitude of like, I don't care. It's none of my business. Flirtation is a bit of harmless fun. I flirt with anyone. Mm-hmm. Rhino, don't forget you're also in a liberal church. No, I grew up in a liberal church. I was going to Pentecostal churches at this point in my life. Very much anti-gay, anti-LGBTQ, anti-women's rights, all sorts of stuff like that. So, so I was behaving in a way that was rather liberal, even though if you asked me, I would have told you that, yes, it's a sin to be gay. It is wrong to be gay. Gay marriage should be illegal. But I would flirt with the gay guy at work. And then I left religion and was like, okay, well, I no longer have a religion telling me I need to believe that gay marriage is wrong. So, And you only realize you're bisexual now. Yeah, okay, I've said this before. There were signs.
Sometimes the signs were neon.
There were many signs. But, no, well, that's the thing, is because I'm not bisexual, I am pansexual, but straight-leaning pansexual, so I'm not actually attracted to men. I just will suck a dick if I want to. But that's the thing, because I'm not attracted to men, it was like this flirtation was just like a fun social interaction to me. I didn't see it as sexual. So like that's how it was able to hide from me, is that because I'm rather apathetic about the gender of my sexual partner. Mm-hmm. But like just from a pure physical attraction standpoint, I do prefer women. That was able to masquerade as straight for most of my life. So, I don't know. I'm not saying that it wasn't obvious. I am saying it wasn't obvious to me.
Okay. And yet. Anyway, what else is there going on in the article?
I mean, not a whole lot. It was just, interesting.
It, pretty much?
It's an interesting thing. It's a phenomenon that we all kind of know happens. Apologists always make use of this in their arguments. They'll talk about how like, people will leave the church and suddenly they turn left. It's like, yeah, they do, because they no longer have a church telling them they must be right. Mm-hmm. So they're more free to be accepting of things that, like, as it turns out, there's no reason to not be accepting of. Like, there's no reason to not be okay with gay marriage if you're not part of a religion that says homosexuality is a sin. It's like, without religion, why does it matter? Who cares?
Sylvie, thank you for redeeming your points for an woo 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 woo. Again, as done. Barry Black, thank you for the hydrate. I didn't catch it when it happened.
Nefarious Name of Doom says also, in my experience, women are nicer to be around. Yeah, that's one of the things with my current partner is she has expressed to me how difficult it was for her in the dating pool to find men with like actual similar values. And I mean, I experienced a similar thing, but not to the same degree as her. Because like I remember as when I was on Tinder, I actually went like as I was filtering through the occasional person that I'd have the connection with, and then they're kind of right wing, they're kind of anti-LGBTQ. I ended up putting all of my non-negotiables were just like right up front in my profile. Like, I'm pro LGBTQ rights, I'm pro this, I'm pro that, I'm like whatever. So. But
no, that's wokeism. That's like
exactly.
Putting pronouns in your bio. Why would you do that?
Because I didn't want to waste my time with some right-wing nut job.
No, but woke.
Because like I remember I was having some nice conversations with a lady who I was kind of excited to meet, and then when she found out that I had taken the COVID vaccine, she just ghosted me. I was like, oh, I mean, I'm glad that we didn't meet and didn't figure that out for several months down the road or whatever, potentially more serious relationship. So like, I'm glad it cut off early, but like, I'd rather not even talk to you if you're going to be like that. So I'm just going to put that in my profile. So now you're not even going to match with me if that's going to be an issue.
Also.
And now I'm with like the best partner ever. So it worked.
Zamian, why would you redeem fucking Wolverine? Thank you for redeeming your points for an as well. Okay, there you go. You did the thing. You've gotten your thing. You've got your kicks. You've got your jollies.
No offense to cis men, but y'all suck and not in a good way. No, I get it. I understand.
As a cis man, I resemble that remark.
Yeah, there is a reason. So my video coming out on Friday deals with transgender issues a lot. There's a reason I ran that past a bunch of trans people before I recorded it. Because, like, I'm a cis guy. I don't have the trans experience. I don't want to accidentally do a transphobia. So I had people review it. Because I get it. And my partner still, like, to this day, I will say the occasional thing and she'll look at me like I've got two heads and it's like, oh, I did a misogyny, didn't I? Or I did a racism, didn't I? Because and that's the thing. That's the thing that the right wingers that complain about cancel culture don't understand. You won't be canceled for accidentally doing a racism or doing a misogyny or whatever. You'll be canceled for doubling down on that shit. Like, I have a video where I say a slur that I didn't know was a slur. People informed me that it was a slur. It's a slur in England. It's not a slur over here. It's not even a word we would use over here. So I didn't know what it meant. I was using it as an example of a derogatory way to refer to Scottish people. And it turned out that it's basically like a way to refer to Scottish people that British people would use. That's the equivalent of calling a Middle Easterner like a sand N-word.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like spaz or something.
No. It's a word that sounds kind of silly to me. And I wouldn't think it was a slur. But I used it. And then people told me, like, oh, man, that was, no, I was not happy hearing that come out of your mouth. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I will never use that word again. I apologize. I didn't know that. I have now learned.
Nah,
so that was
fair.
An accidental racism that I have not been canceled over because I learned from that experience and will not do it again. Like, it's so easy to not get canceled. You just have to not be a piece of shit.
Sylvie Snow says, unironically, I want to try dating cis men because it's the largest dating pool I have available, but I'm a non-passing trans person who's MTF. It's extremely difficult to meet men. I can see that being a problem. There is no real easy fix to that.
I would date you if I wasn't already engaged. And I say engaged in the sense of, like, I'm in a relationship, not, like, engaged.
To marry.
I mean, we're already married.
You could fix that, though.
We're already married. Because her youngest kid was on our anniversary, not this past year, but the year before. She didn't know what an anniversary was. She was asking me all these questions about what an anniversary is, what does it mean, what's it special or whatever. And so I told her. And then she decided that when we got home from the shopping trip or whatever that we were on, that she was going to marry us. So on our anniversary of when we started dating, I think she was 5 at the time. How old is she now? I don't know how old my kids are. Yeah, the little 5-year-old just like dragged us both into the dining room, and she's never seen a marriage before, so she didn't know what to do, but she like sang a little song and did a little ceremony thing or whatever, and was like, now you're married. So we're married.
Okay, fair enough. Them's the rules.
Them's the rules. Oh, yeah, actually, you know what? It's a good news night.
Yeah?
There's a lot of bad news in my inbox, but I skipped over it. But Dr. Phil is going bankrupt, and the courts are like, no, you can't use the bankruptcy that gets you out of all your responsibilities. You have to do the one where you pay your debts. Yes,
Yeah.
I was telling the story of us getting married on stream. Yeah. No, we didn't get married on stream. We got married on our anniversary last year.
God, it'd be funny if you did, though. Jeff
I mean,
Key, thank you for redeeming your points for an
Do you guys want me to propose and stream the wedding? You know what? That'll be my goal for the charity drive this year. If we get to a certain level, I will propose and we'll live stream the wedding. You didn't hear anything. I'm not social media gamifying our relationship. Shh. Don't tell her that.
But
It's a secret.
it's obvious.
You actually didn't hear what I told them. I did tell them that you're mad at me about Atlas Shrugged.
Divorce.
She said that's grounds for divorce.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Valis of Sereth, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.